Hello and welcome to Outside Xbox. You're watching Show of the Week. I'm Andy.
And I'm Jane, and this week I've been enjoying repeat viewings of the new Death Stranding trailer. Enjoying and understanding. Fully understanding.
Yeah, I did wonder what all that swearing was. In other news, Sea of Thieves, the online co-op pirate adventure, finally has a release date, March 20th.
Oh boy, how excited should we be on a scale of yar to nar?
I'm glad you asked, Jane.
So if nar is 0 and yar is 10,
Yar is a 10.
Out of excitement,
Yeah,
how excited should we be for Sea of Thieves, Andy? You've played it.
Erring towards Yar.
Yar, you've played it several times.
I have played it several times. I played it with Mike.
Yeah.
And
E3,
Luke.
and
I played it with a full crew.
Yeah.
Well, not full crew, but a two-person crew of Luke and Ellen.
Right.
There's Ellen. She
All
was.
Andy was mean.
Yeah, I wasn't mean. It was the burden of command, Ellen. It's a heavy burden.
Andy, are you gonna help us?
What are you doing in my office?
Are you gonna help us?
Get out of my office, knock, and then come in.
Bringing the ship
Knock,
around.
knock.
Come in, bosun Ellen. What can I help you with?
Can you come and help us sail the ship?
Well, I mean, I'm a captain. I'm supposed to delegate.
Well,
And sometimes you have
let's
to make
row
unpopular
back,
choices.
so to speak. And tell me, what is Sea of Thieves?
So it's an online co-op
Yes.
pirate game.
Right.
Where you play a crew of pirates. You've got to sail around and just do pirate stuff. Still slightly unsure about what the actual main meat of the game is, because all they've shown us so
Doing
far.
pirate stuff, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Getting treasures?
I understand there's a sort of a story to it, like a more sort of overarching story. But so far,
Okay.
all we've done has been sort of plonked down in the sea in a ship, and they go, right, go and find some treasure and fight some skeletons.
You're wondering what structure that kind of actual gameplay is going to be given.
There is a map room inside the ship, and so you go down, you can look at that, and you can see where like islands are with treasure on them, and you don't have that as a like a constant thing. So you start sailing, and you have to have someone sort of checking the map table to see where you're going. It's not. Everything needs to be done manually, so the sails have to be set, and you have to steer the ship.
If I know
manually.
anything about piracy, Andy, and
Yeah.
I am an
And
expert,
obviously
wouldn't it be
expert.
easier to navigate your ship from above deck?
So the map in the map room is where you can see your actual location. You can see your ship on it. You have a handheld map that you can also check that shows you the locations of the islands and stuff.
Okay.
But because of the way like sails work, when you're steering the ship, you can't actually see where you're going. So you need someone telling you which way you're going. There's people with compasses. There's people raising and lowering the sails to get the kind of the speed going on. It's actually quite complicated. You can't sail a ship on your own. You need to work with other people
Like
to do
in real
that
life.
stuff.
How
Just
many
like in real
people?
life. So there's 4 of you.
Like in real life?
Just like in real life, crewing a tall ship with 4 people. That's how it
Sure.
works. Oh, you can like raise the anchor yourself, but it takes a really long time. Anchors are
Okay.
super heavy,
Okay.
so if you get a lot of people on that speeds it up.
Right.
Mike feels like it speeds it up if he plays encouraging accordion music while you do that. Doesn't
Motivational
really.
accordion
And
music.
drinking.
And
Don't
drink.
forget the drinking.
No, how could I forget you getting drunk and falling in the sea? That was a particular highlight.
Good for morale.
It's good for your morale.
I think it's time to start drinking, Andy. Celebrate a successful mission.
We've barely moved.
Oh,
And
we are
also,
actually
I think we're
heading
about to
towards
crash
that
into an island.
island.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you sort of take for granted in games like this that you just can't do in Sea of Thieves. Like I was like, oh, we're nearly at the island. I'll just pull up onto the island, crashed into the island, and the boat started sinking. We were playing it with Luke and Ellen at Gamescom, and I was like, why is the boat tilting? And the developer leant in and went, you're sinking. We're like,
Where's all this water
"Oh."
inside our ship?
Why is the boat still moving? Our ship is sinking.
Our ship is sinking. Well, that's not good.
Okay, well that's not ideal.
I've got grog.
Oh, guys, it's pretty full of water down here.
I went down below deck, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of water in here, guys.
Oh, the
You should
ocean's all on the inside of the ship.
probably deal with this, huh? And you got to like bail out.
What?
And then I was like, oh, it's cool, I'll just bail out with the bucket. He was like, you're just dumping the water back into the ship. And I was like, I've got to carry this outside and put it back in the
Andy,
ocean. He was
that's
like,
how you bail something
yeah,
out.
that's how it works.
So
for a cartoony game, it's quite...
like pirate simulation in some respects.
Because it looks cartoony, but it is actually
Yeah.
quite realistic in the way you
I
sort
mean,
of operate
in the way
ship.
you're fired off a cannon onto an island and
that
chased
isn't
by
realistic,
skeletons.
By skellies.
I think the impression I get from Sea of Thieves is that people can describe the moment-to-moment stuff of the gameplay pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still don't have a feel for the shape and structure of the game long term.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think we're going to get a better look at it soon because it's out in March. So
Okay.
I'd like to see some of what the story is going to be.
I was going to say, how many in a server? How many are sharing like that cooperative online world? Obviously, you and your pirate crew, but then there are enemy or other player, crews as well, right?
It's not quite an MMO. It's not going to be that many people. You're definitely going to be running into other people pretty regularly. And I mean, we did that when we were playing at Gamescom. We got a bunch of treasure chests, maybe 3 treasure chests from this island that we'd sailed to. We had them all out on deck. We were sailing back to sort of cash it in at port, and we were suddenly getting chased by another ship who wanted to obviously track us down and steal our hard-earned treasure. I dug that up myself. There were skellies everywhere.
Oh my God, we're being shot at.
All right.
We're being shot at.
Man the... Oh, Jesus.
Man the cannons.
We would have got away quicker, but Luke fell in the ocean, didn't he, Luke?
What?
He fell in the ocean when we were playing Sea of Thieves.
Well, workplace unsafety, you should be
Oh,
in
this is
court.
my fault.
Sailor's court.
And who was drunk, Luke?
Where there's blame, there's a claim.
You need to get out of the sea and steer this boat.
Look, I told you, Captain, when I signed up for this, I was often drunk
Oh,
in the
God.
sea.
It has got like quite a good sense of humour, so you can just get drunk if you want, and your
Yes.
your vision goes
As
all weird, and you can play
we've seen.
musical instruments and just sort of mess around.
Yeah, I feel like those are fun, but like really distracting because it's had a lot of leeway, that game, for having booze and accordions in it.
Yeah.
But how long is that going to last? How long is that novelty going to keep you entertained?
Well, maybe there'll be more musical instruments. Well, that's what I'm hoping. There will be these kinds of missions where, like GTA heists, where it's like, oh, there's a cursed treasure over on this side of the map, and it's like its own instance of a quest that you can undertake. Or if you want, you can just tool around. Because I mean, we did the heist in GTA Online, but most of the time playing GTA Online, we were just sort of messing around in the open world.
Exactly.
So
But there is an awful lot to do in GTA Online.
yeah, and I'm hoping there'll be that amount of stuff to do in Sea of Thieves. I mean, it's a tall order. But what I've seen so far, I love, and if there's enough to do in the final game, I think it's going to be phenomenal.
What else would you like to do?
Well, if you can go to like port and start bar fights and like
Oh,
things
have
like
we
that.
seen taverns?
No,
Have we
there's-
seen
we
taverns?
haven't-
It's all been very like ship-based,
Yeah,
right?
there hasn't been any like sort of pirate towns that I've seen or anything like that.
Exciting.
So I'd like to see that sort of like Tortuga from Pirates of the Caribbean, that sort of thing. But also I want to see like those supernatural elements, more of those that they
Yeah.
talked about, like ghost pirate ships and.
We've got skellies and mermaids,
yeah.
so we're getting on to that.
But if there's like a legendary ghost ship that sort of appears at a certain time of night, and you can like go out in the open ocean looking for that and trying to solve
cursed.
mysteries, and those are my favourite things in Assassin's Creed 3 with the pirate tombs, the Captain Kidd stuff.
Yeah.
So if there's stuff like that, but just more of it, I'm really into those sorts of things. So yeah, I think that'd be great. Yeah, hopefully before the game comes out, we'll have a chance to play it a bit more, learn a bit more about the game, and hopefully Mike and Luke will be a bit better at staying on the ship.
Hey,
Mike.
come on.
Yeah, that's right. You get grog when the mission's over, not before.
Don't be such a salty sea dog, Andy.
It's the burden of command. It's a heavy one.
Half grog first, half after.
See what I'm dealing with here with my crew. This is it. You're all keel hauled, whatever that means.
So the cannons work, right?
Yeah, but you have to load them and aim them manually, so it takes a while.
Ugh, drag.
Yeah, but you're a pirate. That's all you need to know. Pirates are great.
Not always, Andy.
That's true, Mike. While being a pirate is a pretty sweet gig, you get a cool hat, a fancy boat, and as much grog as you can drink, which is probably not very much because that stuff is horrible, not everyone who becomes a pirate takes to it like a galleon to water, as we see in the following examples.
Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm over this way.
Ah, well then, Thriftweed.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Possibly video game's most famous swashbuckler, Guybrush Threepwood starts the original Monkey Island game as a wannabe pirate on the Caribbean island of Melee, where he proves pretty adept at the 3 core skills every pirate needs: treasure hunting, thievery, and sword fighting. That's admittedly less impressive once you realise you can win sword fights by comparing someone's fighting style to a bovine ruminant, but still.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
You can't help but wonder though how much more successful a pirate Guybrush would be if he didn't keep getting himself into ridiculous situations, like attending a Mardi Gras party in a bright pink dress that does nothing for him.
Oh, that is nice. And the boots are a nice touch.
Accidentally turning his fiancée into a gold statue. Having fights with monkeys.
Ow!
Or dying. You'd have to assume a lot more successful, wouldn't you?
Entrust your noble soul in your sword. Sink unto oblivion!
What do you want, you bastard?
Versus pirate. Fight!
Another pirate who fails to focus on the key pillars of piracy is Cervantes de Leon from the Soul Calibur series, who instead spends most of his time in bizarre locations fighting weirdos.
Do not defy me!
Technically, he's on a quest for a legendary sword that will grant him unlimited power, but it appears he's just using said supernatural powers to turn his crew into slightly rubbish ghosts.
A sorry lot of phantoms. What do you want?
Cervantes, do you want to try, I don't know, robbing some ships? No? At least he's having fun.
You win! Come with me to hell!
What's your name, friend?
Stede Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is filled with some of the most legendary real-life figures from the golden age of piracy, including Blackbeard, Charles Vane, and Benjamin Hornigold. It also features Stede Bonnet, who is a portly, clumsy, apologetic guy who happens to own a boat.
Edward? Edward, is that you? My goodness, the West Indies is a compact place.
Black Flag portrays Bonnet as a kind of pirate fanboy who is so caught up with how awesome the admittedly awesome Edward Kenway is that he decides to become a pirate himself.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say.
Edward's example leads to Bonnet finding the courage within himself to follow his dreams, which is lovely, though these dreams lead almost immediately to him being captured and hanged for piracy, which is less so. Tetra's pirate crew in The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker is a competent team led by a fearless leader. Still, you've got to have at least one rubbish pirate for contrast to highlight just how good the rest of them are. This is where deckhand Nico comes in. When you join the crew, Nico is delighted as it means he will no longer be the bottom rung on the pirate ladder, which shows a pretty fundamental misunderstanding of just who the protagonist of this game is, mate. It's because you suck, Nico. Sorry. It's not just me saying it. The necklace wants it as well. See?
Boys drool, girls are cool. Pirates for life. Jellyfish anchor. Win straight.
The Guilty Gear series features a crew of aerial buccaneers known as the Jellyfish Pirates, who are led by the charismatic corsair Johnny. Seems nice. Anyway, chief among the crew is May, a young pirate who it seems is still getting to grips with the whole being a pirate thing. I don't know if it's the fact that she's carrying her ship's anchor around all the time, or the fact that her ship has an anchor despite being an airship, or, I mean, here she is firing her captain out of a cannon, usually frowned upon that.
Destroy!
Awesome!
May win straight.
Now it's time to see what's written in the comments and in this Christmas card from Hideo Kojima.
I'm pretty sure it's just a black velvet skull.
Man is a genius.
First up this week, your comments on our playthroughs of the final Hitman Patient Zero mission, in which things got a little out of hand for some of us.
But I need his outfit. Oh my god, no respect for the... Look at the dragging down the stairs. That's outrageous. I can't believe you'd do that.
Commenter Nobby pointing out some inconsistencies in Mike's logic here, saying, Mike, God, no respect for the dead, dragging him down the stairs, outrageous. Like 7 minutes earlier, Mike, giggle, wow, that meat cleaver is fully in his head. All right, drags body down the stairs.
Right, okay. Off to a strong start.
I was doing them a kindness.
That guy wasn't even infected.
Yeah, but he would have been eventually, or maybe just died of something else entirely. Either way, it's better this way.
Right, well, maybe that something else entirely was Jane, as commenter Ironic Dutch Moonshade points out. Shoots an innocent bystander. Oh, you were not infected. Bystander gets up. Jane shoots again. Stay down! The Jane method.
Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, you weren't even infected, but sorry about it. And you, and you're still up. Oh, stay down, please. Yes, but she would have been infected.
Mike already tried that.
Oh.
Commenter Saint Renegade sums this all up quite nicely, saying, so to summarise this video, Outside Xbox goes after patient 0, and now the hospital has 0 patients. Great job, guys.
Yeah, I think you're the one with 0 patience. But moving on, here are your comments on this video in which we examined the times being a hero was seriously bad for your health.
That's why it's all the more tragic when they end up canonically enduring debilitating disease, smashed bones, and severed limbs, all in the name of completing their heroic business. I can't imagine the job of freelance hero comes with health insurance either.
As ever, some excellent suggestions from our brainy commenters, such as this from Joe Mummer, who says, BJ from Wolfenstein went into a coma, got paralysed, had his kidneys fail, and then got decapitated. He's better now, but still, that was a rough couple of days.
It's never just one thing, is it? Commenter Killerburn, meanwhile, suggests Adam Jensen. He never asked for this.
Really? He never mentioned.
I never asked for this.
No, don't remember him saying that. Dapper Horus, lastly, says, I mean, Kratos was crushed by a giant statue hand, impaled through the chest by Zeus, escaped hell, again, and that's just the first few minutes of God of War 2.
I don't think it gets much better from there on out, to be honest.
Finally this week, your comments on last week's show all about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on Xbox One, as well as other great games that didn't need anything as superfluous as an actual plot.
Hopefully, assuming the launch is fine, and assuming it's not totally unplayable, it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it being a level playing field.
Agnostico summing up your thoughts here, Mike, saying, assuming it's not completely unplayable, it's going to be great. Well, that's Mike's review done.
I am available for freelance criticism, just FYI.
No, I think it's Tom Nook's goons. They're after me thanks to your little stunt earlier.
What kind of goons is he going to send? He's a raccoon.
More raccoons? And on the subject of Tom Nook and his hired goons, at the end of last week's show, commenter Sparkly Purple Nails says, I think you'll find that Tom Nook has rack-goons.
Sorry, I didn't have time to ask their official title while they were rack-gooning me in the face.
Or maybe that's why they were being so mean to you, Mike. Not once did you show an interest in their lives.
Finally, commenter Avelin Marchi thinks they've figured out what's going on over here, saying, Jane, I have a joke for Show of the Week, but it would require us to buy an advent calendar and eat all the chocolate. Everyone. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Oh, that reminds me, I've got to get out of here. I've got to go and buy all those expensive high-end electronics and jewellery that Jane said she needed as props for the end of Show of the Week.
Better get them to her ASAP, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be a hell of a video.
That's it for Show of the Week. Thanks for watching. But before you go, I happen to have the Like Buttons Christmas list right here, and there's only one thing on it.
What's that?
It wants to be pressed.
It's only Christmas wish.
Yeah, do you want to ruin the Like Buttons Christmas?
Could you bring yourself to do that?
Well, you know you'll do the right thing.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right, you want to get some lunch? Because I'm out of here.
Oh, are we not doing some sort of outro with the jewels and the high-end electronics? I mean, that's the reason I had to go and buy them, right? We needed them for the show.
Yes, yes. Did you get the sports car I requested?
Yes,
also?
I did. It's parked outside.
Cool. Well, let me just go get that and we'll do the thing. Outro.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll be back any minute, I expect. It'll be great. We're here. The big jewel car extravaganza.